Does higher FTP guarantee you to win a race?
No, definitely not.
Do you think so?
100%. I think race is just on the day. Anything can happen.
Depends if you've got the legs on the day.
It depends how your legs are, who turns up, the weather conditions, terrain. Yeah, I think, FTP. Yeah. All stats on race day goes out the window.
I actually on my race, on my Garmin, I've actually got a different screen for race. Episode 3, Albab, FTP, ego, reality.
Yeah.
The perfect cadence between coffee and FTP.
Yeah, depends. I don't know. Well, it depends how much you rely on FTP. How much? Okay.
Well, let's say your FTP goes up, but your wife still drops you on a hill, on Box Hill.
Yeah.
Did it really go up?
Well, okay. The question is, how much do you care about your FTP?
I don't know. It depends, innit?
On what?
I don't really care about it. It's just FTP is just probably like a stat or a figure, a snapshot.
Yeah.
At one particular point or at a particular time. So you could have a good FTP now, post Ramadan. After Ramadan, you could do an FTP test. Your FTP could go down. It's just a snapshot at that one particular point, one particular time, one thing.
I think it's useful for when you're doing indoor training.
Yeah.
And then it helps you if you, for example, if you're using TrainerRoad, and depending on what workouts you're doing, it helps because then it'll.
Yeah.
It helps you with your workouts and whatever figures and threshold and VO2 and.
It's good. It's good to get your zones in, like so you know what your FTP is, and at least that way then you can work out your zones and stuff. But you can fudge it, isn't it? To an element, you can have you can have triple shots of espresso.
And be firing for an hour.
You'd be full guns blazing for an hour.
Yeah.
For an hour.
Yeah.
But again, like why are we treating FTP like an exam?
Okay, so when I was on TrainerRoad, and then when I went onto new platform Training Peaks, I had to do another FTP.
See, TrainerRoad is good like that because it's got the AI FTP detection.
Yes, you'd have to redo it.
You don't have to sit and be in pain for 20 minutes or an hour.
Yeah, so obviously, when I was on TrainerRoad, then I swapped over to Training Peaks.
Yeah.
And I had to do another FTP, and this one was about 40 odd minutes.
Yeah.
It warms up, and then the examination kicks in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did poor.
Did it?
Yeah, I was like.
But then that's probably a reality, isn't it? Like compared to on Trainer Peaks.
Training Peaks or TrainerRoad?
Oh, sorry, on TrainerRoad.
Yeah.
On TrainerRoad, it was detected by AI.
Yeah.
Whereas on.
But how often does TrainerRoad pick up? After like
28 days, I think. 28 days, 29 days.
Everywhere. Okay.
I mean, don't quote me on this. It resets. It allows you to do it every month, basically.
Okay. So I think with so when I did it with Training Peaks, it's bad.
So I mean, let's just take the basics then. What is FTP like? In reality, what do you classify as FTP?
It's obviously how much you can hold a certain power
for how long?
For a certain period of time.
20 minutes?
20 minutes, yeah.
60 minutes?
So for 20 minutes, I think anything more than 20 minutes is hard. Because you got to remember, you're going to do your warm-up, do a couple of sprints, and then you do some...
couple of sprints? I don't know, like sprints.
couple of sprints.
Couple of yo-yos.
Yeah, and then you do another not cool down.
Yeah.
And then you get into the zone and start going thinking. I think, but does the FTP help if you were to do like a long endurance ride?
I mean, having a good, strong FTP will help. It's a sign, of course, your fitness is improving.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not the gospel. Like, I think we put a lot of attention and lot of we get hung up over about FTP. Oh, your FTP is, X amount, and my FTP is this. Like, you are stronger. I'm not as strong. But I think that's just like, just ride and have fun. Yeah. I think it's like, yeah, it's good. Your FTP is your personal number. It's your digits. It's your thing. So you know exactly where your benchmark is, so you can work out your training accordingly. But like,
I think it's ideal for training, but anything else,
yeah,
I think is irrelevant.
It's good for training, but then it's not the gospel, isn't it? It's like who came up with like 20 minute? Where did this 20 minute come from? I'm sure there's probably science behind it.
20 minutes an hour, potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
But then, like, the reality is, it doesn't really thingy, like, if you were to do a max sprint, it's not going to take that into account.
But then, do you think people over exaggerate the FTP? It's like the LinkedIn profile.
Some fakeries on it.
It's like some LinkedIn bio, like, yeah, slightly exaggerated, but but
But the thing is, whatever you do on an FTP doesn't necessarily work into if you were to do an outdoor ride, or if you were to do a race, or if you were, for example, if you were going on to in the Alps, or
yeah.
FTP means nothing.
Look, I'll give my perspective. Like, personally, I've seen my FTP over the past 2 years increase. Yeah.
Okay.
But the reason for that is because, of course, I've been training. I've been putting the hours in, I've putting the effort in,
Yeah.
and naturally, I've seen an increase in FTP, in power.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
But for you to get an increase in your FTP,
yeah,
what certain workouts would you do?
what I've noticed personally is doing sweet spot for a longer period of time, having that higher end or just below your FTP, and doing those big blocks has given me a good foundation to then push the ceiling a bit more higher.
It helps your aerobic, isn't it?
Yeah, helps your aerobic, but then also I've noticed that, okay, then occasionally, every couple of weeks, do the workout that's above FTP, above your FTP, so that you pushing that ceiling a bit, and then just go with that, because I've seen, and personally, again, I've seen an improvement where the FTP's gone, and then also I'm not just looking at FTP, also looking at how much you weigh, your watts per kg, and then of course that's also improved, because you could have an FTP of, let's say, 300, you could be a big lad, and that doesn't really mean anything.
I guess so. My thing is, the bigger, as in, the bigger the person you are, the chances are your FTP is going to be higher.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it's going to be higher. And then this is doing. Then you see that on group rides sometimes, where you're on a hill, you're probably just relaxing or anything, and then somebody from the back will shout, "Oh, I'm doing 300 watts," but like, you're a bigger guy. Naturally, you're gonna be putting more watts down.
Even in crit races last season, there was when we do the flat tracks.
Yeah, yes, that's just raw power.
Yeah, so some of these lads who were like, it's very difficult. I remember my first crit race I was doing.
Yeah.
And the guy when I got dropped, a guy that I was with, he obviously said, "Oh, look, let's work together, see if we can catch the
group ahead."
But he was way bigger than me, and I remember like he was pushing.
Were you holding on?
I was holding on, and he's like giving me the. But I couldn't overtake him because he was throwing so much power down.
Yeah.
I was just struggling just to keep on his back wheel. When he gave me the elbow, I couldn't do it. But and that happened the same when we went to the Mallory Park.
Yeah.
Got dropped, and I was with another big lad, and he wanted to, but after a while, that Mallory Park has got that bit punchy climb.
Yeah.
He burnt out on that.
Yeah.
So
I think in a race, it's also quite key. Like, you could have an FTP of 300.
Yeah.
Yeah. A good high FTP, but you can still get dropped because you don't know how to sit in. I think in racing and in crits, there's an element. Yes, have a good foundation, have a good strength.
Yeah.
Make sure your training's on point.
Yeah.
But there's an element of also how to sit in, how to be smart, how to hold your lines and your wheels and the
Yeah.
wheels. So there's an element of that in racing also.
So how often would you want to do your FTP? Like how?
I don't want to do it ever again.
But if
It's
okay,
like going to the doctors and having an injection. I don't want like that.
so obviously because you're on TrainerRoad, you don't have to really do it.
You know what? That's probably the main reason why I'm on TrainerRoad.
So you don't do FTP.
Yeah,
Fair
but
enough.
sometimes you get the coach that says it's time for an FTP,
Retest.
and then you have to do an FTP.
But how often would you say is a reasonable period after certain weeks or months to do another FTP?
I think it depends on what you're training for.
Because you know,
In the last year, I think I probably did 2 FTPs. So the rest were AI detected, and then physically. So in the last year, I did like 2 FTPs
okay,
in the whole year,
yeah,
and the rest were AI detected.
okay,
Um,
okay.
and
So
I think that's sufficient, But again, it all depends what you're training for. Like technically, last year I was racing in the season, in the summer season, and then came towards the end of summer season. I think that's when I did an FTP just to work out the winter plan.
yeah.
It depends where you are in your training journey.
So if okay, let's just say so. Ideally, you want to do an FTP before you start your winter training, and then if you're doing your winter training for let's just say 3 months, would you redo it again somewhere in between the 3 months, or would you? Because
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like if you do one before your winter training
Yeah,
and you start you doing your workouts, and sometimes you can excel, like you genuinely just get stronger, and then sometimes you feel like maybe you need to redo your FTP because whatever workout you're now doing is not you're not getting the
the benefits.
benefits. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, I think it all depends when.
Hence why
when's the right-
TrainerRoad is probably
It's good,
why it's good. Yeah.
and that's the reason why I like it, because it's like I know we're not sponsored by Trainer. we're not promoting Trainer.
If you want to sponsor us, why not?
So, but what that's the reason why I like personally TrainerRoad, because it just takes that element out. You just focus on the training, because don't forget when you're doing an FTP, then of course then you have like an easy day or like an activation day before it. Then of course after an FTP day, then you like your next day is also things. So you've like lost technically you've lost 3 days. So I mean that's the reason why I like TrainerRoad. But in terms of going back to your answer of when you should do it, I think it all depends on what you're training for.
Yeah.
What part where you are in your training journey,
Yeah.
and then of course if you've got a coach, then your coach will advise you when to do an FTP, before a certain phase. So you might have just finished phase 1
Yeah.
or the build phase, then you're on the next phase, and so on. So depending on where you are, I would recommend to do an FTP.
So do you reckon the people who chase the FTPs, for example,
Yeah.
they'd always want to do like hard sessions so they can.
But then are they really benefiting from hard? If you continue to do hard session, I don't think you're really benefiting.
I think you'll burn
you'll
out.
you'll probably like peak and then just be plateaued. But then to strategically push your FTP more, I think you need to have a bit of a hybrid approach where you do your easy sessions, you do your hard sessions, you do your VO2 sessions, and there's a mixture of stuff. But
So
then
so you do your VO2, your zone 2 endurance.
yeah.
Right.
I think that only then you'll, because when you see like these pro athletes and then individuals that are like chasing higher FTP, they've got a plan.
Yeah.
And it's not always hard. There's element of mixture of hybrid, I'd say.
So would you say if you were to do more volume,
Yeah.
would that benefit your FTP?
Yeah. I think so, because there's an element where you've got, of course, naturally if you cycle a lot, which is just volume,
It builds your aerobic.
it builds your base, and then of course your FTP naturally will go up. Yes, it might not go up at a level that you're expecting it to be, or the trajectory that you want it to be.
Yeah.
But naturally, yes, you've put the volume in, you will come out stronger on the other end.
Okay.
And I'm sure science has proven that. You've proved, like, before you started even doing FTP and indoor training and stuff, like, naturally when you were riding more, you were feeling stronger.
Yeah.
So that's just what it is. Because even with TrainerRoad or your coach, he's only got like few elements that you can play with, isn't it? You've got your intensity, you've got the time on the bike, which is probably your volume,
Yeah.
and these are the elements that they can play with to tweak and improve your FTP.
No, fair enough. Yeah, makes sense.
But then on the other point, like, have you ever been in a situation where, or people that they've done an FTP test or AI has detected an FTP change, it's gone down,
Yeah.
they're like reject. There's a rejection of fearing of losing lowering your FTP.
Have I had? I don't know. People might do it.
Yeah, I've seen people do it.
What's it?
Some people would rather have a divorce than.
But I've had instances where obviously mine has dropped,
Yeah.
and I feel like if I was to accept it, this is obviously back on TR trainer. If I was to accept it,
Yeah.
I won't get the gains from what the FTP was before. Do you get it? But like you said before, it's obviously it's
But
natural for your FTP to go up and down.
It's always going to fluctuate, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
it's like Iman, isn't it? Like some days you might feel more Sufi,
So some days you might not.
some days you might not.
Yeah, fair
So
enough.
similar to your FTP, but then of course you'll know, like your zone 2 rides will feel extremely easy, and you'll know, like, okay, yeah, your zones are a bit out of sync.
No, I get what you mean. It does make yeah. I guess that's a fair comment.
Because then you start riding like if your training is based around, if you're training for something, or if you're training on a plan, then if your power figures are wrong, or your FTP is wrong, then your zones are wrong, then everything, like, everything becomes a bit out of sync.
But how much do you rely on data?
That's a good question. Data, yeah.
Yeah. Like, okay, for training,
Yeah.
how often do you look at your data when after your training session? Like,
Before I probably did that, I'd look at the heart rate, I'd look at the power zones, I'd look at the, like, speed, look at the cadence is a bit out, that was a bit low cadence. Then I'd look at average power, then you look at weighted power.
it's just constant.
It's just this, you just constant, like this. Nowadays there's so much data, like, if you ride with some of the individuals that have been riding for years, and like, some of the older guys, that guy we were talking to, he goes, back in days, what's this Garmin? We had a map with the pull out, it's raining, it's just like
it's falling apart, sticking it together. Yeah, true.
stick it together, and then we decided let's go that way.
Yeah.
So, like, and he's a solid guy, he's a strong rider.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think we get sucked into this false hope that we need to look at data, you need to look at your like your power zones, you need to look at what you're training at. Like, sometimes train on feel, train on feel, and see, like, if you've had a bad sleep, because don't forget there's many factors that impact your training, isn't it? It's not just the time on the bike. It's like, as I say, the magic happens off the bike.
The magic. Yeah.
That's where the magic happens.
It's that stress, isn't that?
Yeah, like, that's what that's where you start to see the real gains. You eat well, you sleep well. Your stress outside work is low. Then of course on the bike, that's you can perform better. Where else, if you've got, like, let's say, a really hard day at work, and you've come home, and then your kids are, you've got kids duties, and then you might have to get dinner ready, you might have to do the laundry. You have to.
That's additional stress.
It's just additional stress, isn't it? And then you've not slept well, and then in the morning you've got like a session, like a training session, like,
especially if you've got a hard one, if you've got a tough one.
Yeah, naturally you're not gonna perform as well, is it?
Yeah. No, I get that. But before, like, when I started taking the training stuff a bit serious,
yeah,
the other factors that cause the added stress, I would never
think about it.
Never think about it. But obviously, it does play.
I never used to think about it before too. I'll be honest. I'd just like, just jump on the bike, do it.
Yeah, but you can tell when especially if you're one of those person that analyzes the data on a good day, and check your stats and think, wow, it's good. And then days where, like, if you had a busy day at work or busy day with the family and stuff, then you jump on the bike later on in the evening or whatnot.
Yeah. But then, to your question, like, how important are these data? Like,
I think data matters if you're training. If you're doing winter training, and you're training indoors, I think and
you're training for a goal.
Yeah, if you're training for something, then. Yeah. But I think once you're out riding or you're racing.
But then there's also an element of enjoyment, isn't it? Like if you're out on a bike ride, sometimes I'm always telling the group saying just switch off the. Let's put the Garmin in our back
Back
pocket.
pocket, yeah, and just ride and feel.
And just ride and feel. But we get. Don't you think like sometimes we get sucked in too much on data, even on speed? Like
Speed. I remember like a couple of years ago, we were like, yeah, we need to get 21.
yeah,
21.
but now like
Now is this.
look on like average power. And
Look
so
at my
that's
heart
it.
rate.
And
I
that's
didn't
it,
need to be in
you know.
zone 2. Oh, I was too much in zone 3. I was too much in zone 4. I feel like it just changes.
There's this obsession, isn't it? There's this obsession
Yeah.
on trying to just
trying stats and see. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get what it is. But I mean, sometimes it's good. Depends what you want to use it for, I guess.
yeah. Again, like I said, if you've got a coach and you're paying for something, then you've got a goal.
Yeah.
Then of course all of these are metrics that help you get to where you need to get to. But it's not. I wouldn't say it's the end all and be all. Like sometimes we shouldn't take out the enjoyment. I know we as cyclists
But even
enjoy to suffer.
Yeah, but even if, like, to say you have a great FTP,
Yeah.
but come on a Sunday group social ride, you're suffering because you just smashed yourself on the week doing your hard sessions,
Yeah.
trying to maximize your, thing. Make sure I get that FTP or whatever, and then come on a.
See, I would look at it this way, where these tools, power meter, Garmin, these are all tools to help you. They're not they're not like an identity. Like I wouldn't judge you based on your power meters or results. I know some people are based on speed results, but like we need to.
This guy's powerful.
This guy's strong.
This guy's got 180.
Yeah, or when Garmin says productive when you come home, but wife says moody. Then you had it. Well, Training Peak says fatigued.
Overloaded with the
overloaded, but then
Yeah.
and then you as a cyclist says no, I'm not fatigued.
I'm fine.
I'm going out again.
Yeah, I could go back again. It's like the other day, obviously, when I slipped on the bike,
Yeah,
and then obviously we came back and jumped on the bike, and I did that 2 hour or however many hours it was on the indoor, and then I think my Training Peak said I was overloaded with, but I felt right. So, yeah,
but I think, look, on a serious note, like data's good, but without context, it can be dangerous and it can be detrimental to your training. So, and there needs to be a balance of a sweet spot where you need to listen to your body.
Yeah. Or it obviously depends what you aim.
Yeah, what your aim is, but also listen to your body. Like if your data or your training saying you need to have a hard session, but your body's not up for it because of all these other extra stress.
Yeah.
Listen to the body, because again, all of this is like will make it better. So
Okay, so I was going to ask you then. Okay, if like you got a hard session tomorrow, for example,
yeah,
and you feel fatigue, like you feel, would you still do the hard session, or would you adapt it?
So if it was a few years ago,
Yeah.
I probably would like the ego. I'd do the hard session. Yeah,
That's when the ego kicks in.
That's where the ego kicks in.
Yeah.
But now, you get a bit smarter. You learn from your mistakes.
Become a bit wise.
Yeah, you become wise.
Yeah.
And then so now I wouldn't. And like the best riders now, you look around and you see.
But what's changed?
But the best riders now know when to back off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So what's changed from before? You were thinking, obviously, I'm
Just
tired.
do it. Just smash it out.
But what's changed now from there to now?
It's probably just learning, learning from mistakes. Like
Yeah.
if your body's not feeling up for it, or you're sick, you're ill, then you know that you're not going to get the gains.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably going to do more damage to your performance or to what you're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
So just to either take the day off or just have an easy spin. So that's what's changed. I've learned from my mistakes. So couple of rapid fire questions for you, Mr.
Finish the session.
to finish the session.
So it's always one of those sprints towards the end, like
Yeah.
I was telling you,
Like Garty Road skin.
you better get sprinted before we finish at Allendale.
Yeah, so rapid fire, yeah?
Go for it.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, go for it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go.
So, would you rather lose 10 watts FTP
Yeah.
or gain 5 kg?
lose. Lose because, I think lose. I reckon you probably gain more by losing. If you I don't know actually.
I would be the other way around.
So you want to gain 5 kg.
I'd rather gain a bit of kg, not 5. I think 5 kg is a bit too much.
so it's a lot, 5 kg.
Yeah, but a bit more than lose a bit of power. But wasn't there a thing like if you gain weight, you can actually get a bit more stronger too. There was that pro staff, what's his name now, that cyclist. He gained weight and he became really strong.
But it depends though. Let's just say like if you gain 5 kg and you want to be a crit racer, for example, I think that'd be beneficial. But let's just say you want to ride in the mountains or whatever, in the Alps. That 5 kg is gonna hold you.
Do you think so?
Oh, 100%. Wow, come on, man. Some of those climbs.
London.
It's still hard. I know it was hard, man. But that was tough.
All right. So is watts per kg overrated?
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I disagree. But anyway,
it could be in between, but I reckon so.
Yeah, it's fine. And does higher FTP guarantee you to win a race?
No, definitely not.
Do you think so?
100%. I think race is just on the day. Anything can happen.
Depends if you've got the legs on the day.
It depends how your legs are, who turns up, the weather conditions,
Terrain.
Yeah, I think, FTP. Yeah. All stats on race day goes out the window.
I actually on my race, on my Garmin, I've actually got a different screen for race.
Okay.
And on the, I think I've only got a time.
Yeah.
I've got 2 metric. I'm pretty sure it's the time, and there's something else. I think it's to do with go and feel, and smash it.
Yeah.
Most overrated training metric.
FTP.
Most underrated metric. FTP.
FTP. Yeah. Well, I think consistency more than anything. I think if you're not consistent.
Yeah, true. I think look, FTP is important.
Yeah.
But don't let a number define your cycling ability.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Train smart.
Yeah.
Leave the ego at home.
Yeah.
And remember that power meter doesn't.
Zone 2 overrated. One for you.
Zone 2.
Yeah.
To an extent, I think so. It is overrated because if you think about it, Zone 2, is only like recent studies now have said,
So yeah.
But people have been cycling for years and donkey years. So like, what happened to Zone 2 then?
What another one? What would you sacrifice the most for better performance, like weight loss?
3/4.
Shave the legs as well. Once get that in there as well. Yeah. But
Sorry,
I was gonna say, health wise, to try and peak performance, would you cut weight? Would you go overtraining? What would you try and sacrifice the most in order to health wise to get better performance? Because I know people will cut a lot of weight to try and think, you know what, this is gonna help me. I don't know. Or some people overtrain to.
I wouldn't cut weight. Again, I'm talking me personally.
Yeah.
I wouldn't cut weight. I would. I don't think I would cut anything. I would need to increase everything.
Yeah, because
I need to increase a bit of weight.
Yeah.
Increase a bit of training.
Because I know some people will do hard efforts just to peak performance.
Yeah.
Or some people will
No, I'm done with that.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I feel some people will obviously ride maybe every day.
Yeah, just to get to a peak. But again, that's what they're probably aiming for.
Maybe.
I would. Okay, to answer.
Maybe not to. Yeah.
To answer your question, I would probably cut back on training.
Okay.
Just so that it becomes a bit balanced.
Yeah.
With the rest and then training at the same time. So I've got a good balance. Even though sometimes I feel like I'm training a bit too much.
Yeah.
But I will probably, if you're saying what would I cut back, I would cut back a bit of training
Yeah.
and then increase the, because you need to, like, there needs to be a balance, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're cutting back something needs to increase. So increase the rest,
Yeah.
cut back a bit of the training.
Last one then. What data?
You asking me? Another
Yeah,
question?
what data? Last one. Would you not thingy? Like what one data would you not sacrifice or cut out if you were to measure performance, for example? Like what would you like? What's one data you just you're hooked
need
on?
it,
Like,
yeah.
you're hooked on.
Power.
Not heart rate.
No.
Or heart is more feel more than anything, I guess.
Yeah. Power.
Yeah. The one
But
thing,
personally, power. I'd go.
is that the most thing? Is that the one?
If I had a choice to have one metric on the screen,
Yeah.
it would be power. Nothing else.
Okay.
What would you have? Heart rate.
Now heart rate. I used to go on heart rate, but heart rate now I go on feel.
It'd be like dee.
It goes.
and then flat line.
Yes. So we finish it. But now I'll probably go on power as well.
Yeah, I think power gives you an overall.
Before I used to go on speed.
I don't know why.
I don't know why. Yeah.
I think that's like a newbie thing, isn't it? Yeah, we'll go on speed.
Yeah. I remember when I first started riding, it's like 12 miles per hour. Then I went up to like 15. I think, whoa, 15. That's wicked. But but yeah, power. I think power's a good one.
Yeah.
But, hey,
Cool. And that was end of this episode.
of
Don't
FTP.
forget FTP and Ego.
Yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Thumbs up.
Like and subscribe. Thumbs up, down there, up there, wherever it
Whatever
is.
it is. Yeah. But yeah, on to the next one.